Hello, everybody. I know we had time and we had stream. The title has changed. I don't think the thumbnail has. I've just done it last minute, to be fair. Reasons being, I'm just absolutely fucking cream crangled. I'm absolutely cream crackered. I'm knackered. And I just cannot sit here and play FIFA for like 2 hours. I can't. I need sleep. I need sleep. But I was like, you know what? I'm not going to cancel the stream fully. That has pissed people off. So I don't want to do that. I am not going to be playing FIFA, but we can talk for a bit, you know. A lot's been happening football-wise and that. What a long fucking day it's been, though, honestly. And I was just like, yeah, I just can't sit here and play FIFA, man. So I apologise. I do apologise. I might try and stream tomorrow morning, depending on what time everything's happening. So we might continue with Las Palmas Caramba tomorrow morning. If we don't, we don't. It's not the end of the world, is it? We've still got. Is it a month? Well, it's fucking more than a month. I mean, you're looking at like a month and a half until FC26. So it's not exactly we're in a rush to finish this career mode. It's probably going to be the final one. That's going to last us this FIFA. So I'm also sort of doing that. I just announced it today in the posts page of the channel. I'm doing a Fulham rebuild, which I'm doing like obviously off stream. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff to sort out, and I was just like, you know what, I just cannot play FIFA, man. I just can't play FIFA tonight. If I played FIFA tonight, I would probably wreck my entire setup because I just know the game would piss me off so much. And I've never felt like this towards a game. Look at Call of Duty has never even gotten me this fucked off with a game before. I've never been this angry playing a game, and I've realised I just need to maybe take a break and stop playing the game so much, which I basically already do. I play the game, well, live stream it 2 or 3 times a week now. I don't even do it that much. But still, it just has a bad effect on you, man. But how we doing? We've got Gemma, Jeff, and Barlow in here. Barlow, it's been a while, man. How we doing? Villa won Samu. I know. My friend sent us that when I was at work, and I was like, fuck. If Villa get him, they've got a good player with Samu. My thought process for that is, though, are they in the mix of getting rid of Watkins? Potentially. I look tired. I hope I don't look tired. I don't want to look physically tired. But I will admit I am. I'm not going to be scared to admit I am just absolutely fucking napped, to be honest. I literally work part-time as well. I literally work part-time. I think it's just sleep and what have you. It just has a fucking toll on you. Do you think Isak deserves to be sold for 200 million? We'll not get 200 million from him. Do I think he deserves to be sold for 200 million? I would say so, yes. But we'll not get that. I mean, Liverpool will put in like 120, I bet, and then I'd imagine we ask for like a little bit more. I reckon it gets to like 140, 150, and then we'll sell him. I was expecting it to be done this week, but I mean, we're halfway through the week, and fucking now it's happened, so you don't know. You just don't know, do you? You just don't know. I'm trying to go through the Premier League app at the minute to see if there's any other fucking news. Oh yeah, we've also got West Ham Everton tonight, but to be honest with you, I don't think I can stay up and watch that. I don't think I can. We've got Aiden and the man, how we doing? Yeah, what was on about the Samu thing? See, I can't even remember what I've been talking about. I don't know how my mind works, to be honest. Did I mention I think Villa will get rid of Watkins? I don't even know if I've mentioned that, and I'm 2 minutes into the stream. I think if Villa are getting Samu, I can't see how he's going to fit in with Watkins being there. Personally, I would start Watkins over him. But is Samu going to like allow that to happen, you know? I doubt it. Chelsea have just signed Hartford. Yes, I just saw that. Jacob, welcome as well, man. Good price there as well. Good fucking price there as well. 40 odd million. Or was it exactly 40 million? Bang on. I think that's great. Brilliant price. I mean, I've never seen him play, I can't lie. I mean, I'm saying brilliant price. He may not even be that good. I've heard of him. And he's alright on FIFA, so he must be fucking alright in real life. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I think Hart will be a good sign. I don't know where he's going to play. I don't know how he fits in. Back up to Cucurella. Is he going to start at centre back? God knows. Hardy, welcome, man. How we doing? You said Watkins could get... Yeah, I do think that. I mean, if they're weighing up a move for Samu, it doesn't make sense when you've got Watkins. And bearing in mind, the past few years, Watkins has been one of the best strikers in the Premier League. So why would you be looking to get Samu in? I know Watkins is like 27, 28, but... I mean, that's entering your fucking prime. Harry Kane's still doing what he was doing at the age of 27, 28 right now, and he's like 34. So, I mean, yeah, unless they're thinking, and obviously Watkins has been linked with like Manchester United. I don't know how official that was, because obviously United are after Sesko now. So I don't know how official that was, but potentially Watkins to United could be a thing. If Newcastle get Sesko, which I mean, what the fucking chances not? Yeah, that's another thing that's rightfully pissed me off the past like 2 to 3 weeks with Newcastle, to the point it genuinely makes you depressed. I mean, football is basically my life. I know it sounds quite sad, but I don't live for much in my life. This sounds really depressing. I know it does. I don't live for much in my life. I really look forward to football every weekend. Football's on. I try my best to watch every single football match I possibly can. And when the team you support have supported since the earliest memory in your brain, since I was born, are just fucking being annoying and not really doing anything, not moving around, not doing much, and just taking the piss, really. I mean, that's what it seems like, just taking the piss. It's a bit fucking annoying and depressing, it really is. St. Port look dangerous. Looks very promising. I didn't see the game because, I know I said I'd go out my way to try and watch every game, but I'm not spending £7 on trying to watch us play K-League All-Stars. Fucking K-League All-Stars, which we lost to as well, with not that bad of a team put out. Yeah, we brought Thompson on quite late on. We did have Lascelles at the back, but I mean, it wasn't as if we didn't have players like Tonali in the team, and players like Willock, who, yeah, Willock's not been that good recently, but he's still a senior player. He's still a player who's played for a while now. It's quite embarrassing when you're losing games like that. And I'm going to Atletico Madrid at home. I think it's 9th of August, 8th or 9th of August, and I'm just bricking it, to be honest, because I think the atmosphere in that place, in St. James's, I think it's just going to be right down. I just think it's going to be right down. And I can say we're losing to Spurs at the weekend. Then, after Spurs, is it Espanyol, then Atletico Madrid, or Atletico Madrid, Espanyol? Either way around. I mean, I can't really say we're winning any fucking game. Maybe it's Espanyol. We're not going to beat Spurs. The only reason we'd probably beat Espanyol is because it's actually at home. I can't say we're beating Atletico Madrid, to be honest. But, I mean, if we don't win a game at all, that is all of pre-season without a win, which is quite scary. Oh, was it like Burnley in a fucking friendly, behind closed doors? I think it was. It might have been Burnley. But come on. Sesko's rejected Newcastle. I don't think he's rejected, because I've just been watching Sky News there before the stream, and it just says he's interested in United. It doesn't say he's interested in Newcastle, so technically, I mean, he hasn't openly said he's rejected Newcastle, but he's going to United. Let's fucking be real, yeah, he's going to United, okay? And that's... I don't want to get angry, I don't want to get stressed about it, but it's a stressful thing when I'm now going to have to sit here oh god, I've just kicked my bloody desk. I'm going to have to sit here for like nearly an entire year a season's on. To probably just see us play the same kind of football we have been, which, I mean, clearly works, but all it takes is one player to get injured. All it takes is Isak to leave, and then everything just fucks up, to be honest. Everything just fucks up. Everything goes tits up. Sunderland or Kuchen. It pains me to say that, but you know what? They are. I've actually, and I'm going to be making a video on this. Where is it? Got my trusty diary here, which I write shit in and also do YouTube video ideas. But I done updated Premier League predictions at the start of the week. Obviously, there's still more stuff to happen. I mean, Isak could stay at Newcastle, and then that would maybe boost our chances of being a bit better next season. But yeah, I changed a few things around. To be fair, I didn't change that much. The biggest team that I've changed, like the biggest difference, is Tottenham. Just the business Tottenham have done compared to when I first done my predictions. They still had Ange. They still had all their fucking players. They didn't sign anybody. And when I made my predictions, I was like, well, yeah, it's just going to be the same Spurs. We've got Mark in here, man. How we doing? But yeah, Sunderland are doing brilliant stuff. It really worries me, the fact that... When Sunderland come up, I was like, yeah, we're not losing to Sunderland next season. Their team's just not good enough. But they've signed like 10 players who are all pretty good. And if they play well together, if they get good chemistry, like good links... they're a pretty scary team to look at on paper, I'm not going to lie. So next season could be interesting in the derby, especially with Xhaka against like Tonali and Xhaka against Joe Linton. That's going to be a big fucking matchup, that'll be good. Newcastle doing poor, yep, they're not. Spurs are doing shite in the window. Doing shite in the window, I mean, you signed Kudus, and Kudus just looked alright in pre-season. I don't think giving away Mikey Moore was the best idea. I honestly believe that Mikey Moore deserves to get game time. It obviously not being played above Son, but if Son leaves, then Mikey Moore, I feel like just deserves to just throw him in at the deep end. The guy seems comfortable enough. The kid seems like he's going to be good enough. Why not play him now? It's the exact same situation. It's the exact same situation with Newcastle and their youngsters. It's, you know, you say Arsenal. I just saw someone's comment there, Jeff, talking about that youngster for Arsenal at 15 years old. This guy's 5 years younger than me. I'm sitting here talking about him. Okay? This guy's 5 years younger than me. Playing against... I mean, I was going to say a very good team. Playing against Newcastle. Not a very good team at the minute. But the fact that this guy's getting those minutes is mental. And I bet you he gets minutes next season in the Premier League, in Cups. I mean, look at how Lewis Skelly come up in the ranks. And look at how Ethan Manieri come up in the ranks before he got injured. And now he's just signed a brand new massive deal with Arsenal. So they can keep him happy. Why doesn't Newcastle also have that mindset? Yeah, we played that young Korean lad today. And he looked very good. We played him for 9 minutes. Was it even 9? It may have been 7. He come on the 83rd minute, 7 minutes. Played for 7 minutes. And he looked good. I haven't seen the game, but apparently he looked better than every other player who played the full 90 minutes that game. This is an 18-year-old, just turned 18-year-old, Korean lad. It's very rare you get a player like this from those sides of the world. And we're looking to either loan him out or put him in the under-21s. I think it's just absolutely mind-boggling how we can do that to someone. I really do. It's the same with Cordero, however you say his name. Young Spanish lad who's just joined me. You know, he's a bit older. What's he, 19 now, I think. But this young lad has played a full season of senior football. It's not as if he's just come up through the academy of, was it Valencia or Villarreal, wherever he was at. It wasn't even one of them teams. It was in La Liga 2, I think it was. I forgot what team it is that we even fucking got him from. But he has played senior football. Why not, when we're running low on depth, when we're running low on getting players into this team, can we not just trust and try to fucking develop players like that young Korean lad? Don't know the guy's name. Park something, isn't it? Cordero. Asula is now fair enough getting game time in pre-season only because of Isak's situation. If Isak was still level-headed with Newcastle, I guarantee you would be playing in these games. Isak would have played today. Or was it yesterday the game happened? I don't even know myself. My mind's all over the place. All of the pre-season games so far, Celtic, the lot, Isak would have played those games if he wasn't just an absolute dick. Do you know what I mean? The only reason Asula's getting these minutes is because there's no other fucking option. And we're just half-arsed about getting another option as well. It seems as if we're not even arsed about getting other players in. The women's team's just signed a new player tonight. The women have signed more players than us. I'm not trying to split fucking gender roles or whatever here. But for fuck's sake, the women have signed more players than us. What is going on? What is going on? Oh yeah, we got Ramsdale. Oh, fuck me, whoop-de-doo. We got Aaron Ramsdale, lads. Don't even get us started with that. I don't know. We've got fucking Ramsdale. The thing is, he's not even like that bad, but I think it's just the fact that obviously before he joined Arsenal, he had like back-to-back relegations. I think it's just quite funny. And the way we're looking, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we were in a relegation fucking scrap next season. It would not surprise us. No, I think that's going too far. I think that's been a bit overreactive to the situation, but still, I mean, it's just... It just makes me... It's genuinely fucked with my head. And people are probably going to clip this, put it on Twitter or whatever. Oh, Newcastle fan has a breakdown. Yeah, I'm having a breakdown. We've never, since the takeover, had a situation like this. And it's actually quite scary. The fact that we just can't do business. And why can't we do business? Is it because we're just not thinking the wage structure? Is that it? Because if that's the fucking case, we're the richest club of all time in football, and we're not willing to give someone like Isak 300k a week, you're off your fucking melons. You're just taking the piss. And also looking for loans for these young lads who have just come in. Lewis Miley, I bet you plays about 10 games next season. Lewis Miley should be number one priority when it comes to replacing one of those injured midfielders. Or when they're tired during a game, Lewis Miley gets on that pitch. Yes, he's had his injury problems. He's fully fit and healthy, ready to go now. There is no excuse for not playing him next season. And we need it because Willock's out probably long term. The way he went down today, or yesterday, whenever that game was, it didn't look great. Willock is going to be out for a long time. I think that's Willock's career done, to be honest, at Newcastle. I can't really see him coming back from this, to be fair, especially if we're somehow getting backups. I'm sorry if I'm missing comments, by the way. I think Newcastle get Watkins or Jackson. I would take Watkins. Jackson's, in all seriousness, not that bad. He's got like 40 goals in 80 games for Chelsea. It's genuinely not a bad record. But I just don't, I just wouldn't. I don't think he's the right player for Newcastle. We need like a Watkins, we need an Isak, we need someone who can really take that position by storm, and I don't think Jackson's the player to be able to do that. Finley saying Malaga. Thank you for reminding us about that, Finley, by the way, pal. Thank you, Malaga. Don't know why I thought Valencia in my head. I think it's because he's at Valencia or something in this Las Palmas career. It might be that. If I'm being honest, Mike Muir needs to bulk himself up. Yeah, but like I'm on about, I mean, other teams are just bringing up these young kids into their team and playing them. Mikey Moore played in the Europa League last year for Spurs and looked pretty good. He scored a goal in the Europa League. You can talk about bulking up, but you also need the footballing experience, not just the fitness side of things. Pope going to United. I've heard rumours. I doubt they'd pay for him. Like, thoughts on Burnley having the first ever virtual reality match? Virtual reality match? I don't know what the fuck. How? You may have to explain a bit more about that because I've never heard of that and I don't know how that works. Although our business has been done quietly or being done one for the topic previously. Yeah. We still don't have a sporting director. Yeah, but come on. I mean, do you really fucking... Do you seriously need a sporting director to do all of your business? I mean, seriously. Do you really need just this one singular person to be able to get Sesko through the door? Do you need this one person to offer 300k a week to Isak? Is that one person's sole job? Nobody else can do it. The owners can't just sit there and be like, Isak, pal, I'm going to give you 300k to what owners is what, like fucking 0.1% of their wealth or something. Give them 300k a week, make them as happy as you can, make them as comfortable as you can, and you will not have this headache. That's what is going on at the minute. Can't even speak my own language, which is English, because I'm that pissed off. Apparently United have opened talks with Donnarumma. I heard that, but apparently it's fake. Apparently. If Watkins leave, I can say that, but if I'm being honest, I think you need both in case one picks up an injury. What? Watkins and Jackson? I don't think we'd get both. Because... my watch has just said a high level of stress has lowered your recovery rate. And this is why I'm not playing FIFA today. My watch is basically telling me to just stop. Oh god, that's not good. Kudus is a call. I think Kudus is a great sign for the price as well. I think it's good. He didn't look amazing at West Ham. He didn't look that good at Ajax, but I think in that Spurs team, in his debut game as well, he looked so fresh. The guy looked amazing. So I think this is the big boost that he needed, you know. Will I be career mode today? No, I'm not playing FIFA today, mate. I may play it in the mornings, so there may be a stream in literally 12 hours time anyway, so you're not missing out on much. I may stream in the morning, it depends. I'm probably not going to schedule it, because if I delete it, I'm going to delete it, I'll confuse everyone. So I'll not schedule it, but I may stream in the morning. It may happen, it may not. I'm not going to promise anything. Newcastle need to get rid of Ruddy Gillespie. We've already got rid of Wilson. Is Target still here, or have we released him? I don't even know. I think Target's still... Yeah, because Target's been playing in pre-season. Target's still here. Gillespie, just like local lad. I think... I don't mind that Ruddy and Gillespie are here. They don't get in the way. They don't do anything, you know. So, that doesn't bother us. I don't get my club sometimes. Yeah, I don't get Burnley a lot. I don't really understand their situation, to be honest, because they've made some decent signings this year as well, but I can just see Burnley going back down. It's such a challenging league. It's so challenging. There's not really a bad team in the Premier League when you think about it. That may come across as a bit mad to say, but just really deep it. There's not really a bad team in the Prem anymore when you think about it. The Saz is fine. It's good back. I don't know, though. I don't know. Apparently West Ham. Yeah, I've heard West Ham on Wilson. I think that's a good move. But yet again, I mean, West Ham are in a weird situation because what are their strikers? Antonio, who obviously is just like... I mean, I hope he returns to football. But even if he does, he's... You know, it's Antonio. It's not special. Fulkrug has just been absolute shit. Bowen is probably going to play up top, but I feel like you could play Bowen elsewhere and get a proper striker. Wilson, it's just not what they need. They need like a big boy striker. The rest of West Ham's team ain't that bad. Midfield's not too bad. The defence has kind of been sorted. I think Ariola's a half-decent goalkeeper. They just don't have like a striker. I mean, Bowen has to score your goals. Bowen's like a natural winger, not really a striker. So you're having to rely on him to score your goals. Which is why he's so expensive in FPL as well. Fucking 8 million in FPL. Manchester City have signed Bettinelli and Trafford. Yeah, they got Trafford. I mean, yeah, that's another player we missed out on. And then we've ended up getting Ramsdale on loan. I'm not saying Ramsdale on loan's bad, but I think it's just funny. You know what it is? I think it's actually like... It's kind of rubbing something in my face, I feel. I don't think it's a bad signing, but it just isn't something we need. Yeah, he's a young lad. He's a goalkeeper. We need a long-term replacement to the keepers we've got. But is that a thing you want to look at now? I mean, I don't really think it is, personally. Pope can be lackluster, we'll all admit that, but there's definitely, I mean, I know Isak hasn't been sold yet, that's the thing, and Do we buy Sesko now and then Liverpool don't actually buy Isak? And now you've got Sesko and Isak. How do you rotate it? What do you do? But I just think the main focus should be that striker, because the only player that's rumoured to leave the team at the minute is Isak. Pope's not, well, he's rumoured with United, but let's be real, we're not going to sell Pope. If we had got Trafford, I could have potentially seen Pope getting sold, but you're not going to sell Pope and you've got Ramsdale in on loan. But I think it's just like, why the fuck? We can clearly get business done because we've got 2 free players in, and then we've just got Ramsdale on loan. There's clearly stuff going on. You can clearly get business done. So why the fuck can't we do basic, clear business with a team like Leipzig, for fuck's sake? It's not as if we're buying Sesko or fucking City or United or Chelsea. We're buying him off fucking Leipzig. And he's got a release clause. Just pay the fucker. It can't be difficult. Look, if I had the money, if I had 70 million, I'd bang transfer Leipzig right now. It just can't be that difficult, surely. It just can't be. I refuse to believe that it's a difficult thing to do without a sporting director. I really do. Antonio's still at West Ham. His contract's expired, or he's still... surely West Ham wouldn't just let his contract go. I doubt it. The guy's been there for too long just to for them to just say goodbye. Did I hear the news? Yeah, I heard about Ozzy Osbourne. Never a fan of him. Not a fan of that kind of music, but I knew who he was and I understood the effect he had on the music industry, so it was very sad. But I was never... I mean, I thought he was a bit weird personally, but that was just his... I suppose that was just his person, his thing. I feel like Trafford was never on last year. We agreed the 200%. Yeah, it's been a thing for like 2 years though, hasn't it? With Trafford, it's like 2 or 3 years ongoing now. I think I remember hearing this news when I was in Greece, and I was in Greece in June and July in 2023. So just over 2 years ago, I remember hearing this news when they were playing in the Euros, and he won the Euros with England under 21s. And I remember hearing about this news. So it's been a thing for as long as I can remember, and it's just like, yeah, maybe it was never really that close to start with. The fact that City just like that ended up getting him, yeah, he used to play in their academy and what have you, but the fact that they were just able to snatch him was crazy. But we'll see how Ramsdale does. I don't really know how he fits in. I don't know what the rotation's going to be. I don't know if Ramsdale plays every few games. Say every 2 or 3 games we'll put Ramsdale in instead of Pope, or is Ramsdale literally just going to sit on the bench until we play like Bristol Rovers in the Cup or something? Do you know what I mean? I think Ramsdale's better than that, so I don't really know where the balancing factor is there, but I'm not Eddie Howe at the end of the day. He was only 76. 76 is quite old, to be fair. I swear the average age is like below 80, so I mean... And the way Ozzy Osbourne lived his life, I'm quite surprised he actually got to 76 to start with. With the drugs and alcohol, I'm really surprised he lasted that long. I think he... Good goings, to be honest. I think 76 is a good age, especially the life that he lived. Obviously, loss is still a fucking awful thing, no matter how old someone is. Saw pictures of his wife today at his funeral, and she just looked absolutely devastated. So, loss is a difficult thing to deal with at any fucking age, I suppose. I think keeping Rodgers and Martinez is brilliant news. That is good news, to be fair, because I mean, you get rid of Martinez, who realistically is one of the best keepers in the Prem. What do? Rodgers, brilliant young star. I don't think Villa really need to get rid of anybody. I mean, Leon Bailey I would probably offload. Leon Bailey and probably Mings. I know Mings has been at Villa for ages, but I would probably just get whatever you can for Mings at the minute and try and get a bit of a like another backup to go in there instead of Mings. Injuries and what have you just stand in the way with him. I don't think he's that good anyway. Downey said that we've agreed a fee with City use the matchmaking clause. Apparently there was something in it where they had no choice. Yeah, again, these are just things that I feel like are just made up in football terms. I mean, this might just be me being stupid, but until like last year, I only found out that a buyback clause was a thing. I never knew a buyback clause was a thing. That might just be me being stupid, but I swear there's so many rules in that, like, we just don't know about. Like, what was it, like, Mason Mount had, like, I swear it was, like, a fucking Champions League winning clause or something in his contract. It was, like, Mason Mount to United has cost United so much money because of all these additional things. And it's just like, is this why transfers take so long? Because there's so much additional shit. Instead of just doing a basic, oh, he has 40 million, I'm literally directly sending you 40 million right now. Why is there so much other add-on stuff? I think it's a bit insane, man. Yeah, he was from Birmingham, wasn't he? Ozzy Osbourne. But yeah, man. I know I said I wasn't going to stream that long. It's been 30 fucking minutes of talking about football. Nice playing FIFA, though, I'll tell you. Would you get rid of McGinn? Nah, I wouldn't. Captain, and even if you take the captain on bad off him, his character at Villa's just too good for them, you know? It's like, he is Aston Villa. I wouldn't get rid of McGinn. Definitely not. I think McGinn's one of those players you let go towards the end of his career, or like you let him go for like a free, or he retires at Villa. I don't think you just let him go like it's now. Like, you wouldn't just sell him now, would you? I think it would be hard to fill in that spot, to be honest. He's been there through the championship and everything with him, so he deserves a bit more than that. It's the same with Lascelles with us. Lascelles obviously isn't the same person anymore. And barely plays for, what was it, like 6 appearances last season, if that. But after what Lascelles has been through with us and how long he's been here, I just feel like he's one of those players you can't just offload for the sake of it. Whereas a player like Matt Target, he's been here a good few years now, but I would have no hard feelings just letting go of Matt Target. I just wouldn't. You could terminate the kid's contract and I wouldn't be that arsed. I wouldn't be arsed at all, in fact. But yeah, with a player like Lascelles, it would hit differently. The guy was there throughout the championship with her, and that's, what, 10 years ago now? Coming up to 10 years, so it's, it's a long fucking time. It goes deeper than football. I've always said this, and it's the same when coming to transfers. Lascelles has lived in Newcastle, or lived close to, I'd imagine he lives in like Darras Hall, which is obviously closer to Newcastle, or Northumberland, which is on the outskirts, but either way, he's lived up here for 10 plus years of his life. It's his life. He's brought up a family and everything here, so it's a lot deeper than just getting rid of a player. It would be the same with McGinn. He's lived so long in Aston Villa. Aston, whatever the fuck it's actually called in Birmingham. Yeah, it's just difficult. Same like Dubravka. I mean, Dubravka's been here going on 8 years or something now. Kid's been here age. I say kid, he's the oldest player on the team, isn't he? So he's well, that's why I said 76 is a good age for him. 76 would be a shock for like anybody else, like someone who's had a relatively fit life, healthy life. But I think 76 for him is pretty fucking good. It's good going, to be honest. He's a big fella. Yeah, I remember seeing the Tifo in the Champions League that they held up. That was quite good last season. They done good giving back to him, I suppose. But yeah, I mean, maybe by the next time that I stream, Newcastle may have actually moved and done something, hopefully. I mean, like I said, I may stream tomorrow morning, but if I don't, you're probably looking at the weekend for another stream. I'm also a lot in my spare time getting the Fulham career mode done now as well. That will most likely be my last uploaded career mode series that I do, or video. Because it's probably going to be a long one. But that'll not be up for another few weeks. I've also got my updated Premier League predictions, which I'm going to be doing. So that's going to be coming. That needs to be out before the season starts, which is coming up to like 2 weeks' time. So I've got to get that done within the next week, I would say. Probably a week before the season starts. Ruddy's the oldest. Best keeper in Europe. Oh yeah, Ruddy will be the oldest, like 40. But the Bravcast's what, like 38, 39? Then Trippier, I would imagine. Because Gillespie's not even like that old, is he? He's not like coming up to retirement kind of thing. Your predictions are Liverpool first, Newcastle. Oh, I wouldn't put Newcastle second. Nah. Leeds going down. I don't. It's difficult with the teams that have come up, isn't it? It's difficult with the teams that are coming up. The Bravcast, yeah. Ruddy being 40 is mental. The fact that he's still getting, even if it's like 20 to 30k a week and you're 40 years old, guy's setting himself up for when he retires. And even then, he'll probably become a coach for us. So the guy's fully setting himself up, isn't he? I think Sunderland get 15th. I think Sunderland will stay up. I could say Leeds staying up. I just can't see Burnley. I do believe Burnley have done good business. I just can't see them staying up personally. Newcastle had Lejeune. Yeah, I loved Lejeune. I remember watching live his goals against Everton. They were great. Ruddy's the English Buffon. That's one way to put him, I suppose. That's one way to put him. Oh yeah. Also, I wanted to do a what do you call it? A fucking FPL league for the channel, but I actually don't know how to set up a league. The league I'm in with my pals, they set it up. I don't know how you set it up. Join the, but it takes you to a website. Like when I go to make one, it takes us to a website. So I'll try and figure something out before the season starts. But my team's looking pretty good on FPL. Like I will say, I think I'm gonna win it this time. Love to see Ruddy and Buffon in the same sentence. It's always a good one, isn't it? I think Villa will beat Newcastle 4-1. I also think this. I think we will get hammered. It's Villa away. We've kind of always struggled there. Now we beat them like 3-1, like 2 or 3 seasons ago. But yeah, I'm not ready for it. Look at last season. What was it, 5-1 or something? Did we even score? Actually, it might be 5-0, 5-1, 5-0. But yeah, I'm not looking forward to Villa away. If it was Villa at home, I wouldn't mind it. I think if you keep Isak, that's massive. Yeah, but I don't know how that's going to work because I look at Isak differently now because he's openly said, or his agent has, this may not even be Isak's wording, but he's openly said he wants to leave the team. If someone says that, I'm sorry. Go. I don't want you here anymore. You know? It's going to be difficult if Isak does stay to try and like him because even if he does, he's probably gone next season. Do you know what I mean? If Isak stays this season, he's probably so. No matter what happens, he could score 40 goals this season. He's gone next season. If he doesn't leave this season, he's gone next season. So it's gonna be like I'm gonna fake having to like Isak in a way. Wasn't one of the goals a bicycle kick as well? Yeah, it was. I think it was the second one, the equaliser. I think it was. Tyler Morton to Leon. Wow, that's big to be fair for him. Players will feel disrespected by Isak. Probably not, but yeah, I would say. That's a good way of putting it. He's burned too many bridges. I would definitely say that. And maybe this is a reason everything seems down. Just the Isak news in general. Maybe everything feels down because we've never felt like this with a player. In my lifetime, at least. Even I adored Ayoze Perez and Sissoko. And Wijnaldum. I had a Wijnaldum and Sissoko top. I had them on the back of me tops. But I never felt like this when they left. But Isak leaving. And the thing is, he hasn't even left yet. No official bids taken place, so keep finding him and make him clean. Yes. Link has a point there. You have a point, mate. I would get him to do the fucking cleaning. The bastard. That's actually brilliant, to be fair. I was saying to me dad, like, we should punish him. Make him train with the under-21s, make him train by himself, or make him play with the under-21s, but clean the training ground, yeah. I'm fucking on that. I'd love to see a picture of Isak doing that. But that's the thing now, it's like the, like the whole, like, thing of, like, trust issues in say, like, relationships or something. It's the whole trust thing we's at now. Because if he wasn't thinking this, surely he would have come out publicly and said something himself, saying, my agent's, like, telling lies, I haven't said this. But he hasn't. He's not spoken. So I think it is true. And the whole trust thing is gone now. If Isak stays next season, like I said, I don't trust him. And I look at him differently now. I look at him completely different. Said he is not backing it. Yeah, I wouldn't back Isak myself. I wouldn't trust him as far as you can throw him, I think, is like a saying. I've heard my mum say that before. I wouldn't trust him as far as you can throw him. I don't really get what that means, but yeah. What was I going to do? I was going to talk through my FPL one. I've got Raya, Pedro Porro, Frimpong, Ulayuna. Midfield, Salah, Shirky, Rice, Palmer. Strikers, João Pedro, Gyökeres and Muniz. I don't think that's bad. I did have Isak, but I put Gyökeres in instead. Don't know why. It's risky. Because I feel like he could be quite shit. But at the same time, could also be very fucking good, especially in that Arsenal team. I don't like he's basically gone on strike. Yeah, I mean, could you imagine, for instance, if I walked into work tomorrow or didn't show up to work and just said, yeah, I'm not working. I'm not working. That's basically what he's doing. He's just went, yeah, I'm not working. That's it. I'm just going to sit at home, not work. And still be getting paid for it as well, which is crazy. And already his wage is probably a lot. It's like 150 grand a week, I would imagine. So he's just sitting there doing fuck all. Being in a nuisance and getting paid for it. Why didn't he say at the club earlier? Well, that's a thing that's also pissed me off. Why hasn't he said this earlier? We now have like 2 weeks to sort something out. Mallorca last day games, the first day games when he scored like 1 goal. Yeah, exactly, yeah. Yeah, it's just a fucking daft situation. You know what it is? I should do Not a podcast, because like a talk show. I don't want to do a podcast because every fucker and the moms has a podcast now. Like, every single person you can ever think of has a podcast. But I would like to just sit down, maybe even once a week on the channel and just talk. Obviously, mainly about football. I mean, we've had Ozzy Osbourne talk today, but mainly about football. I mean, especially in the transfer windows, there's so much stuff going on. Well, if you're a Newcastle fan, so little is going on. But it's nice talking about other teams. But I think what we're gonna do is wrap the stream up. I'm gonna go try and get some kippers. I might stream in the morning some FIFA. We may not. Things I might be in the simmers. Oh, that could be going far, but you might not be that far off. Especially if he goes to Liverpool. If he went to a foreign team, Barca, Real Madrid, what have you, it wouldn't be so bad. But the fact that he's going to a team with basically classed as rivals, that's getting close to Michael Owen. I think it is. You may not be wrong there. It's a strong statement. Look like knobs, that's very true, Gemma. What time will I stream? I would be streaming around 10 or 11 in the morning. They're the only times I could really do it. Like, early enough and late enough sort of thing. I'm not going to stream at like 8 in the morning, so... About 10 or 11 if I am. I'm not going to schedule it in case I don't, because I don't want to promise the stream. A lot of people get pissed off at, you know, like when I don't stream and stuff. What is it? Yes, but it's good talking to you. I love streaming. Don't forget that. I do love streaming. Just sometimes life's a bit much, and sometimes you just need to fucking sit back and not do a single thing, and that's what I'm trying to do. Cannot sell them this year anyway because it makes us look like a sell. Yeah, but we're like a feeder club now. We look like fucking Southampton now. That's what it's like. It's like we're being like fucking Southampton feeder club. Yeah, but yeah, I love yous and leave yous. Take care out there, everybody. Take care of yourselves. Stay safe, and I'll see yous when I'm next streaming a bit of FIFA. I may do a talk stream again because, to be honest, it's quite enjoyable. But yeah, take care, everyone. Ta-ra.